Let's tackle graphs, the topic that looks endless but really isn't. Count the islands. Can you finish these courses? Cheapest flight. Clone this graph. 4 tools cover 90% of it. DFS to explore and mark. BFS for shortest unweighted paths. Topological sort to order dependencies. And Dijkstra when edges carry weights. Plus one habit that prevents every graph disaster. The visited set. Let's arm you with all 4. Definition first. A graph is just nodes connected by edges. The universal model for anything networked, friends, roads, dependencies. In interviews, you store it as an adjacency list, a map from node to neighbors, and you traverse with BFS for shortest paths in unweighted graphs, or DFS for connectivity in cycles. And unlike trees, graphs have cycles, so you always carry a visited set. Set up first. Represent with an adjacency list, a map from node to neighbors. The matrix only pays off for dense graphs. And the reframe that unlocks half of interview graphs. Grids are graphs. Each cell is a node. Its 4 directions are edges. Islands, rotting oranges, word search, all graphs in disguise. Then the non-negotiable habit, the visited set. Trees have no cycles, so we never needed it. Graphs do, and without visited, your traversal loops forever. Mark on arrival, skip if seen. Every graph algorithm starts here. Tool 1, DFS, the explorer, and number of islands is its showcase. Scan the grid, and every time you find an unvisited land cell, that's a new island, increment and flood fill. DFS from that cell, visiting and marking the entire connected landmass. The scan continues, but that island can never be counted again. Number of DFS launches equals number of islands. The same explore and mark energy solves connected components, clone graph, walk it while copying, and cycle detection in directed graphs using 3 colors. Unvisited in progress done. Seeing an in progress node again means a cycle. Tool 2, BFS from the trees video. First arrival means fewest edges, so it owns shortest path in unweighted graphs and multi-source variants like rotting oranges. Tool 3, Topological sort for dependency order, courses with prerequisites, build systems. Kahn's algorithm is BFS with a twist, compute in degrees, queue every node within degree 0, and repeatedly remove them, decrementing their neighbors, queuing new zeros. The elegant bonus. If you finish having processed fewer nodes than exist, the leftovers form a cycle. So course schedule, can you finish, is answered by the same loop. Order and cycle detection, one algorithm. Tool 4, Dijkstra, for when edges have weights and BFS's level counting stops meaning distance. The upgrade is one substitution. Replace BFS's queue with a minute heap keyed by distance. Always expand the closest unsettled node and relax its neighbors. If you found a shorter path to one, update it and requeue. That greedy choice is safe precisely because weights aren't negative. Know that caveat and name Bellman Ford as the negative weight fallback. Complexity E log V with a heap. Network delay time, cheapest flights, path with minimum effort. All Dijkstra with light costume changes. Before the algorithms, how do we store a graph? 2 ways, same graph. An adjacency list keeps, for each node, only its real neighbors like your phone contacts, and it costs O of V plus E. That is the default because real graphs are sparse. An adjacency matrix is a full V by V grid of yes or no, one box for every possible pair, so it costs V squared, but it can answer, is this an edge in constant time? And the degree of a node is just how many edges touch it. Add up all the degrees in an undirected graph, and you always get exactly 2E, because every edge is counted at both of its ends. Let's open up DFS. Recursion is a stack. Each time you step into a node, you push a frame and stamp a pre-number when you arrive. When that node is finished and you step back out, you stamp a post number and pop the frame. On a directed graph, every edge falls into one of 4 kinds. A tree edge leads to a brand new node. A back edge points to an ancestor that is still in the stack, and that, right there, is a cycle. A forward edge points to a descendant you already finished, and a cross edge points into a completely different branch. Remember one thing above all. A back edge, an edge to a node still on the stack, is the fingerprint of a cycle. Detecting a cycle depends on the graph type. In an undirected graph, every edge walks both ways, so the edge you just arrived on always looks like it points back. So you ignore that one immediate parent and any other visited neighbor means a real cycle. Union find gives the same answer as edges stream in. In a directed graph, use 3 colors. White means untouched, gray means discovered and still on the recursion stack. Black means fully finished. If you ever follow an edge into a gray node, that is a back edge into something still open, and that is a cycle. There's a second way to do a topological sort, straight from DFS. A node only finishes after everything it points to has finished. So if you write down each node, the moment it finishes, dependencies come out first, and the top of the chain comes out last, which is exactly backwards. So reverse that finish list, or push each finish node on a stack and pop it, and you get a valid order. Kahn's algorithm and this DFS reverse post order are 2 roads to the same place, and both only work on a graph with no cycles. Now watch Dijkstra actually run. Keep 2 arrays, DST, the best cost so far, all infinity except the source at 0, and parent so you can trace the path back. A minute heap always hands you the closest unsettled node. The moment you pop it, its distance is final because every remaining edge only adds non-negative weight. Then you relax its edges. Relax just means if going through this node is cheaper for a neighbor, update the neighbor and push it. In our trace, node 1 is first reached at cost 4 straight from the source, then relax down to 3 through node 2. And here is the honest limit. Popman assumes finalized nodes never improve, so a negative edge would break it. For negatives, use Bellman-Ford. 2 more shortest path tools for when Dijkstra does not fit. Bellman-Ford handles negative edges. It relaxes every edge v-1 times, because a shortest path has at most v-1 edges. If one more sweep still improves something, there is a negative cycle. Is slower, order v times e, so only reach for it when weights can be negative. Floyd-Warshall gives you the shortest path between every pair of nodes at once. It is dynamic programming. For every middle node k, ask would routing through k be cheaper. Order v cubed, perfect for small dense graphs. A minimum spanning tree is the cheapest set of edges that connects every node with no cycle, exactly v-1 edges. 2 greedy ways to build it. Kruskal is edge first. Sort every edge cheapest first, and add each one unless its endpoints are already connected, which you check with union find, because that would make a cycle. Prim is node first. Start anywhere and always pull the cheapest edge leaving the tree, using a priority queue, absorbing 1 new node at a time. Both land on the same total, here 7. Because of the cut property, the cheapest edge crossing any split is always safe. 2 quick BFS variants worth knowing. Multi-source BFS changes just 1 line. Instead of 1 start, you put every source into the queue at distance 0. The rings then grow from all of them at once, so each node ends up with its distance to the nearest source. That is rotting oranges and walls and gates. And 0-1 BFS is the bridge to Dijkstra. When every edge costs 0 or 1, use a double-ended queue. Push a 0-weight neighbor to the front and a 1-weight neighbor to the back, and you get Dijkstra's answer in linear time. No heap needed. BFS explores in distance rings. Nodes are discovered in non-decreasing distance order, so first touch equals shortest. Now the mistakes to avoid, straight from the field. Beginner no visited set, infinite loops. Marking visited onto queue, duplicates flood the queue. Intermediate DFS for shortest paths. Wrong. If find a path. Forgetting disconnected graphs. Loop all starts. Advanced BFS on weighted graphs. Need Dijkstra. recursion depth on huge graphs, iterative DFS. Interview questions on this, rapid fire. BFS versus DFS for shortest unweighted. BFS, distance rings, first touch equals shortest. Number of islands? Flood-filled DFS/BFS per unvisited land cell. Course schedule? Topological sort. Cycle means impossible. Detect-directed cycle? Gray/black DFS coloring, or Kahn's leftover nodes. Weighted shortest path? Dijkstra equals BFS with a min heap on distance. And what most tutorials never tell you. Mark on in queue matters. Marking onto queue lets a node enter the queue many times. Correct looking, but blows up. Topological sort equals dependency resolution. Build systems, module loaders, and deadlock detectors are literally this algorithm. Let's slow down and really build this up from scratch, one piece at a time. The pattern's promise. Recognize the hidden graph. Pick BFS/DFS/topo by what the question asks for, and never traverse without visited. Box 3 is your cross-reference map. Trace the arrows on screen slowly. That single picture is the whole idea in one glance. Let's slow down and really build this up from scratch, one piece at a time. Say adjacency list, V plus E before coding, is the expected default. The matrix answer is only right when the input already is a matrix, like LC 547 is connected, or the graph is dense. Trace the arrows on screen slowly. That single picture is the whole idea in one glance. Let's slow down and really build this up from scratch, one piece at a time. DFS is the same skeleton with a stack, or recursion. It finds a path and full components cheaply, but not shortest paths. It dives down one tunnel before trying others. BFS when a question says fewest/shortest/minimum moves. DFS when it says exists/count/all of a region. Trace the arrows on screen slowly. That single picture is the whole idea in one glance. Let's slow down and really build this up from scratch, one piece at a time. Grid problems are graph problems. The 4-direction offsets are the adjacency list, and mutating the grid is the visited set. Variant swap flood-filled DFS for BFS. Rotting oranges LC 994 equals multi-source BFS. In queue all rotten cells first, rings equals minutes. Trace the arrows on screen slowly. That single picture is the whole idea in one glance. Let's slow down and really build this up from scratch, one piece at a time. Here's how it flows on screen. For courses, prereqs, 0 then 1, 0 then 2, 1 then 3, 2 then 3, take 0 before 1. In degree table, 0:0, 1:1, 2:1, 3:2. Next, Q equals every in degree, 0 node equals row. Take 0 then order of O. Its edges cut then in deg 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock then in Q1. 2 take 1 then order of O in deg 3:1. Take 2 then order of O 1 to in deg 3 o'clock then in Q take 3 then order of O 1 2 3. Next, cycle detection free of charge. Processed equals V leads to valid order. Processed, V leads to leftovers, all weight on each other leads to cycle. Add edge 3 then 0. No in degree ever hits 0. Processed equals 0 less than 4. Next, weighted shortest path equals Dijkstra. PQ of DST node, pop the closest, relax its edges of DSTU plus W, then update, push, V plus E, log V, fails on negative weights. Pop min assumes the pop node is final. A negative edge later could still improve it. Trace the arrows on screen slowly. That single picture is the whole idea in one glance. Now, the part candidates ask for most, what real companies actually probe on this topic, based on public interview reports, not official statements. Amazon reported course schedule I2 as a staple. Graders reportedly probe whether your cycle detection is Kahn's leftover count or hand waving. Rotting oranges for multi-source BFS. Google reported grid problems with a twist, islands, Pacific Atlantic water flow, one matrix, and why BFS finds shortest asked as a proof sketch question, not a recitation. Meta reported clone graph, visited as a hash map old then new, and islands variance. Emphasis on clean iterative BFS under time pressure. Uber DoorDash class reported Dijkstra flavor questions, network delay time, cheapest flights with K-stops. The K-stops twist breaking plane Dijkstra is the senior filter. Here is how the same answer is graded from weak to excellent, so you know exactly what an interviewer is listening for. Question, can these courses be finished? LC207. Why asked? Test hidden graph modeling plus topo plus cycle detection in one. Weak. DFS with a single Boolean visited. Misses cycles versus cross edges. Good. Cons coded, processed equals in check. Excellent. Builds the in-degree table on the board for a 4-course example. Walks the queue. States, leftovers means cycle means impossible. O, V plus E. Impress. Same algorithm is deadlock detection. Waits for graph. And DFS gray-black is the alternative. Red flag. Not knowing what a cycle means here. Question number of islands. LC200 weak. Counts 1 cells. Good. Flood fill per unvisited land cell. Excellent. Walks the scan cell by cell on a 3x3. Bounds check first order stated. In place syncing as visited. Oh, rows times calls. Mentions BFS version avoids stack depth on huge grids. Impress. Union find solves the streaming version. Islands 2, LC305. Question shortest path in a weighted graph. Weak. BFS ignoring weights. Good. Dijkstra with a PQ. Excellent. Relax. Step written. Lazy deletion of stale. Heap entries mentioned. And the honest limit. Negative weights break pop min means Bellman-Ford. Red flag. Claiming Dijkstra handles negative edges. Your cheat sheet. Adjacency list plus visited set equals the baseline. Grids or graphs. BFS equals shortest unweighted level structure. DFS equals components, cycles, topo. Topo equals DEG ordering, con/in degrees. Leftovers means cycle. Weighted means Dijkstra. And the memory trick, BFS rings, DFS dives. Quick check. BFS or DFS for the shortest path in an unweighted graph, and why? BFS. It explores in expanding rings, all nodes at distance 1, then 2, then 3. So the first time you touch a node, you provably got there by shortest path. Quick favor. If this is useful, subscribe and turn on the bell. New videos and daily updates. Everyone 0 to deep. Now to recap. Let's lock it in. Adjacency lists and an always-on visited set. And remember grids or graphs. DFS explores and marks. Islands, components, cloning. BFS gives shortest unweighted paths, including multi-source. Cons topological sort orders dependencies and detects cycles for free when it can't finish. And Dijkstra is BFS with a minute heap for weighted graphs, no negative weights allowed. For tools, one habit, 90% of graph interviews. That's the map. And that's graphs. If you want 3 color cycle detection, Bellman-Ford, and the work problems, it's all in the full write-up in the Code of Aura library. Like, subscribe, and keep building.